Hello, real, official, authentic, official, the guy from Pittsburgh. And why are they doing this? I don't know. Insufficient memory may lead to shutdown of the app. That's probably why it shut down the other night. But it is plugged in and it is charged. So we'll just go with the flow. I am back. I came back from the Apple store yesterday, got off the bus. My left knee, for a change, buckled, and I let out a scream of pain. Came home, and I took Percocet, generic, oxycodone, acetaminophen. I took one of those, and I was gone for 5 hours. And then about 3 in the morning, I woke up, and both knees were on fire. Not literally. Put 2 ice packs, one on each knee, and fell asleep, which is something I don't usually do with the ice packs on my knee, and woke up with, ice packs weren't cold anymore. I took regular Motrin later. This hand was giving me pain, and I found out pain in the toes, pain in the feet, pain in the calves, pain in the fingers, pain in the hands, headaches that feel like a vise is around your head, all from, and Moderna is doing the side effect. This is now tingling, and so I feel decadent because I didn't do anything all day but sleep, but I guess my body needed it. Now, let me see. They're odd, and I don't know why. What is this? Oh, here we go. Let's see if that works. Okay, it works. You have to get used to. Oh, if I type in the iPad, it wipes out half the screen, so I can't see what's going on. All right, let's go to the video. I didn't notify anybody, so Kathy's better. And we may go out with the van Monday. I hope so. I have
Playing
to go
from George's iMac.
Yes, we know this. I have to go to Target Monday or tomorrow and get cat food. So I have a huge bag of recycling to get out of here. I cut up the 3 apples from Target that were rotten in the bag and gave them to the raccoons. And some of the raccoons ate them, and some of the raccoons kept looking. It was like the slot machine games where you to get better and better bonuses. They were looking for cat food, and they were ignoring the apples. So it's kind of funny to watch them. Oh boy, Martinez anti-racism city council members. They assume. There was a thing on YouTube the other day, and it said, "Watch this video about systemic racism in America." And I'm going like, first of all, coming up with this ridiculous name, systemic racism. Systemic is something you talk about, disease, and racism is a mental aberration, but it's not a disease. You don't get infected by it. And I don't know anybody or ever have who's been a racist. It's ridiculous. I'm not. If you're a decent, kind, and caring person, hello, Wizzo. We all know Wizzo is a secret clown racist. He hates everybody who isn't a clown. Just kidding, Wizzo. Yeah, what would be racist if you don't like clowns? Systemic clownism? I don't, But anyway, I have a black neighbor who's in a wheelchair. And she's very, very overweight, and she's probably got diabetes, but she's very nice, and she wanders around with a little girl that I guess it's her granddaughter or her sister's daughter. She got in the elevator. Hello, George. And I was coming out with a shopping cart from cat feeding. Well, you got to back up. and she backed up, but she backed up in the way I had to go back to my apartment. So, and there are other people in the building that say hello. They got people that I don't even know who they are. They say hello. So hello is a big thing in this building. But yeah, they do. They poor, the elderly, the homeless, the weak, the defenseless. What was the phrase? I think it was no, it was the Zorro the Gay Blade. To defeat the defeatless. That always amused me. I'm still trying to figure out what are the defeatless. You know, we have no defeats, or maybe they don't have feet. You know, and I got to switch egg rolls because they are producing. Let's put this way: the EPA will come into my apartment. So anyway, I am a little gratified. Capital One got $40, $25, and when I went down to Walnut Creek, $10. Which means I've now paid $75 out of a $300 on that card. So I have to revise my figures. August, I should have all the cards paid off, and Bank of America paid the Merit Bank secured $200 a day. So that's a big help. I'm going to add that till it's $4,500, the maximum you can do. And what I'm going to do, first I take Fluffy to the vet. And then after that, I keep adding till I have enough to buy the Mac Mini 1X, 2X, 3X, whatever it's going to be, silicon. And then after that, I go and buy whatever the newest iPad Pro is. So, and then pay the bill off accordingly. Because the last time I took one of my cats to the vet, Fuzzy, was over $300. So I'm going to just keep adding that at $50 or $100 a month. And took another loan out possible because I went through money paying all these bills. I gave Kathy $300 for the car fund, $100 for the van rental. I have another $100 somewhere. And then the rest of the other $100 I've got I'm going to use for cat food. I got to go to Target, I think, more likely tomorrow, even though I've got cans of food. I get nervous when I get down to like, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 13, 4, 16, 20, 24, 26. When I get down to like less than 4 days of food for the cat. I have tons of dry food. And I have enough for my cats for about 10 days. So, and I'm still amused by this something survival, last stand survival. Little girl walks out. She sees a balloon and a hand putting like a one of those Japanese finger things. She reaches for the balloon that is a zombie with clown makeup on. And there's all these zombies. But what still blew my mind about that, they're on a storm drain. They're all packed in this storm drain. Now, I'm going like, raccoons hide. The raccoons here during the day sleep in the storm drains because it's not raining. But how do human beings get out of a storm drain because it's only got a thing this big? How does a human being squeeze through a storm drain? Which means zombies must have like flexible body parts like cats. They can come out of a storm drain. And this horde of zombies chase her into a park. She climbs this tree, and suddenly, I guess she's earned money somewhere. She builds this tree house. Then there's a tree pathway, then another tree house, and this guy is yelling for help, and the zombies are chasing him. She lowers a rope. He gets up there. This still cracks me up. I never thought of the innovative ways this game last something survival. I played it, but they had giant zombies you could not kill unless you spent a lot of money, so I gave up. But they suddenly come up with watermelons. I mean, gigantic watermelons. And they've got this giant rubber band thing, and they're firing the watermelons at the zombies. They're hitting the zombies in the head and killing them. Let's be strong. He's very buff and muscular. But it was funny. They're launching these watermelons. Now, the little girl runs around with a bow and arrow she made from her table in her house when the zombies invaded her house. And she used to play on her Game Boy. or a 3DS. It wasn't the Switch, but killing zombies at watermelons. I've never seen that, and it still amuses me. All right, I have now saying anything, but I also never thought of a zombie clown. It looked like the Joker, and so somewhere out there's a zombie clown circus in not in the real world. Thank God, I don't need zombies or zombie clowns. Not. And this iPad is now protected by CyberGhost, as is the computer, as is the CoolPad. And then next week I will take the iPhone, wherever it's hiding, somewhere. I will take the iPhone in and get it activated, and then I will be able to do stuff on the iPhone live. And someone left these huge things of animal cookies empty, so I'm soaking those in the bathtub. Someone left a foldable top storage container for, I think, like sheets and stuff, so I have a little more room and get rid of all the cardboard boxes. All right, Wizzo, wake up, Wizzo, wake up. Wake up. Maybe I'd go over there, one of those, or smack him in the face. Wake up, Wizzo, wake up. I've watched circuses and clowns. Or a seltzer bottle. Oh, okay. Spelled it wrong. I keep forgetting I'm not typing on the keyboard. I'm typing on the Mac. So, yes, my stirring words are the cure for insomnia. Too much of the old seltzer, yeah. That's another thing. I always wondered about that, too. There used to be a deli in San Francisco, and I used to love it because they had great bagels. And back in the day, great pastrami and corned beef sandwiches on rye. Oh, God. And they had Dr. Brown's soda, root beer, that's all I ever bought. But they had Dr. Brown's seltzer. I don't like seltzer, drinking it. Club soda did not agree with me. But they had seltzer with celery in it. I'm going, what's with the celery? So, yeah. Where's Wizzo? He's been in those seltzer again. Aha, likely story. And then this is a bottle of seltzer. It's been aged since 1742. It's been in the cellar, in the cask. You have premium seltzer. Do you have like champagne with years and vintages and the original vintage and like brandy or cognac? Yeah. Does Wizzo own a giant, instead of a Sparklets or what's that other one's, Alhambra water, Crystal Geyser water? Does he have like a big seltzer truck that follows him everywhere that he can replenish the seltzer bottles? So anyway, no excuses that you're going to work tomorrow because it is Friday. Yes. And did not get the mail today because I slept. I talked to Paul for about an hour and a half, and then I talked to Kathy, and then I took the pill, and I was gone. I'm not going to take these things unless I'm in excruciating pain, because this Percocet oxycodone knocks you out. It says danger of addiction. Well, how many do they give you here? They give you enough. 4, 5, 8, and I took 2, so. But last night I was in pain. Yeah, maybe you get one that's radio controlled. Then you can just push your little, put it on your iPhone and get a Wizzo app. There's a Wizzo app, Wizzo the Clown special app. And then the truck could follow you around town. And then you can even give kids seltzer bottles, and someone gives you a half, so you push a button on the app, and it sprays a guy with a giant thing of like 50 gallons of seltzer in the face. Maybe even put a special launcher in there for pies. What you could save, because you get old, you start hurting after. You might hurt your rotator cuff or your shoulder or carpal tunnel clown. And so the thing would launch pies, you wouldn't have to do it. Yeah, they will. We will be in the U-Haul van. Of course, I ever won the lotto, one of the things I want to do is go to U-Haul. They sell trucks. I want the truck with the Roswell painting on it. And I'd get a truck for Kathy with the T-Rex on it. They have different. Figure a way to remove all the U-Haul decal stuff on it, but just keep the Roswell on both sides. That would be my paranormal hauling truck, I thought of something else tonight. You're driving along, you're hungry, it's late at night. You see this billboard and it says, "Eat at Gray's." Don't go there. Particularly if the gray is flashing on the sign, the gray alien, and on the bottom it says, "Free medical checkup." No, don't go to that restaurant. Do not go to Gray's. Probes like Mama used to make, Restaurant, Gray's fine food, since 1947. Yeah, things that occur to me. Well, a van is not that big. I mean, she's driven a van before. It's whether or how she feels. She's recovering from, kidney infection. So I don't know when we're going to do this. It's when she feels up to it. First thing we do, we get the van. Then I think we'll go to her house, the 15 miles each way, get the cans and bottles, get rid of them, then come here and get the laundry, then go do the laundry, bring the laundry back here, dump it all in the bed, then go out and get all the cat litter we need. Ow! And see, I moved my arm. That was a spike of pain in my rotator cuff that hadn't been fixed. And then I figure we've got about $200 in. Now, I'm paying for the bulk of the van rental. It's 80 cents a mile. So we drive 100 miles, and then we got to put gas, and you pay for, you give them a thing for insurance. So she'll be tired from the driving, but she wants to go to a restaurant of her hot roast beef with the fangs and the cape, and it turns into a bat. And I can't eat my turkey leg like I used to because of the gout, so I have to eat probably chicken. I can eat a salad. And I can't eat my beloved, these giant oatmeal raisin cookies. I can't eat oatmeal raisin cookies. And I probably can't eat the carrot cake with the wonderful icing, the most wonderful carrot cake. All because of my stupid kidneys. Oh, yeah, I found out something else. I have this other pill, Flomax. It says tamsulosin, gesundheit. Take one by mouth 1 time a day. Well, I already took one today. I said, what? I asked Paul, what is this Flomax stuff? And he said, it makes you go to the bathroom. I said, no wonder I've been going to the bathroom so much. It's for when you have a kidney problem. They want you to flush out your kidneys. I said, oh, wonderful. Give me a pill to make me go more to the bathroom than I'm already going already. So, yeah, I'll be bringing the phone. Bring the cool pad. This is Wi-Fi and cellular, so I'll probably holding on to this thing until I get an iographer is going to be a problem. I don't have anything for the dashboard, but I have to put this in the thing that doesn't fit. It's designed for the other one. The other iPad, by the way, will not charge. It's down to 1%. I'm really angry at them for saying charge it fully, and it's basically useless. So I will go to, when we get the van, we will take the trip on the way to the restaurant to Berkeley, drop off the other iPad, say, try to see if you can open it up, transfer the data, and put it on another iPad, or repair it. Ooh. I put too much creamer in there. These big cookie jars, what I may do is put the big cookie jar here and put all these dimes and nickels in there. And I thought it might be fun. We should get somewhere, I hope, in the next couple of weeks, the $600 California stimulus. That might be fun to go in the bank and get like $100 worth of $half and do a coin roll hunt. So, yeah. So these cookie things are like this big. One's smaller than the other one, and one's like this. So I may salt the fund. I may go and get like 2 rolls of nickels, 2 rolls of dimes, and 4 rolls of pennies, so that this increases. I want to turn these in, but I'm going to see how full these little ones get. This has $2.98. You know, this takes so long to save up pennies, and this one, yeah. Gray is silly. She won't eat her food. She runs around, she looks around, but I didn't get out till it was after dark tonight. This has $27. And you can see all the slips I've used to count the money on here. So when this gets full, it will go in the car fund. So, and my giant, I found the lid to this. So I'm so glad I can play my Dominations game. I haven't played Vikings, and I have to go into Final Fantasy on this one. I'm sure my hero is dead. Uh-oh, there goes the screen. So, I don't know why it does that. I'm going to look at the settings, why it shuts the screen off. But, and then what I'm going to do also with the new credit card is add up until I'm not going to get a GoPro 9 because there's too many problems with it freezing, the screen freezing. I'll either get an 8, or I'll wait, see if they're going to put a new chip in it and come out with a 10. And they were talking today about the new Silicon iMac and the new Silicon Mac Pro desktop. And guys are doing videos on what computers not to buy. And Luke Bialy bought a 2017 brand new $1,100 iMac, and he said it's terrible, but Apple's still selling them. Hello, yes, Toyota Highlander. Wonder what he attacks you with. I mean, the Highlander guy in the movies and the TV show had some kind of sword. I've never seen the Highlander, so I don't know. But what would a Toyota attack you with? Yeah, the bumper? Tear off the bumper and attack you with the bumper? I think they were immortal or something. Sean Connery's in the movie. That's all I know about Highlander. So, but that's the car I want. Grand Clown Crime City War. That would take me all day just to say that. Type in Grand Clown Crime City War. Yeah, they got Mafia War or something. The babes in are all hot. The women in there are all hot and bosomy. And the criminals look like tattooed guys and kind of scary. And then there's always the boss with the black suit, you know. And they're what gets me is they're in vaults, and they're ripping off the vault, and there's like stacks of bills like this high, and they put them in bags. They've dug a hole, you know, the traditional thing. You dig a hole into the vault through the sewers or something, and they jump down, and they got big bags of money. No cops, no alarms, you know. But something where you fight off the zombies, and if you make a mistake, the zombies get you. I'm not going to be playing that either. So, hello, Abacab. Abacab 77. Why is it 77? Anyway, welcome. So, I play enough games. I play solitaire a lot. I play back. I'm so glad I got the. And I figured if the stupid thing turned the sound on its own. So I couldn't get the sound to work. But something's wrong with the sound on this one. So I will get it repaired, but it's an iPad Air. So it's old. So as soon as I get the $9,837,312 I have to give to Apple. Or I might put a separate secured card when I get this to $4,500, and then buy the iPad Pro Silicon touchscreen, Retina display, mini LED, whatever the heck it's called. There's so much information. Thermostat setting. No, well, I hate to tell you this, but it finally dropped 82. It was 80 in here all day. And the new fan is here. Hold on. It is on. The new fan, if you can see it, is there. I had that thing up full blast last night, and that thing is powerful. Lasco floor fan, but it sits right on top of the cat food containers and on a board on the bed. And it does rotate, and I have to be careful not to knock it down. I'm going to clear this out and put it here, so when I do videos or sit here and watch videos, I can be cool. Because by the end I do a video on a hot day, it's like death. And if I get a 50-foot, I'm going to buy another one. I'll start doing videos outside once I get Allegra and have the fan blow the pollen away. And it's medium pollen alert here in Martinez. And Fridays are the worst day to do anything. That's probably why I slept all day, because the lawnmower guy shows up, the air blower guy shows up, and the guy who trims the hedges shows up. So pollen is like Happy New Year confetti, grass pollen. Oh God. And I do want to get one thing next month. There's a shirt saying I'm not a morning person, because everybody calls me up from my doctor's office or allergy clinic. They wanted me to Zoom call at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I said, my eye sockets aren't awake at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a morning animal. Yeah, I do. Let's see. How many fans are in here? Counting the one that's inside the sofa bed. Well, several have died. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in here. Here puts out cold air. So does that one. So technically it's 9. I got one here that Kathy leaned on and broke. It's tilted, and a bunch of all the crap in here. And it's unrepairable. It's tilting like the Titanic. So that's 10. And unfortunately, the one in the bedroom died. So... Oh, I forgot. I have another one here. Box fans. That's 11 fans. We have enough fans, as you know. Meaning that this is the Box Fan Video Network. So, I need... I think... Oh, there's one more fan. It's on the other side of the bed, but it's not plugged in right now. And I got the giant pillow, whatever you call it, for the couch sitting there, and a whole bunch of pillows. And and I think soon be time to put away the electric heater, but it's really weird. Degrees. Tomorrow will be 72. It's going to be hot tomorrow. So if this were my house and apartment, of course, I'd have somebody come in, drill a hole in the ceiling, and put in ceiling fans everywhere. One in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom. 10%. And you turn it on reverse, it makes the house warmer in the winter. I've been here for 15 years. I have never had a box fan catch on fire. I clean them If the fans that are rotating, I can take everything off and I clean the blades with paper towels. Box fans, they tend to have these bolts on them. You can't get into them. And so they get clogged with dust and cat hair. And after a while, they stop working because the motor gets clogged. But I've never had one catch on fire. Maybe if you plug the box fan in and left it in the box, it would catch on fire. But in 15 years of using these and using no fan has ever caught on fire. No MacBook has ever caught on fire. No Apple II computer has ever caught on fire. No Mac Mini and no iPad. The iPad will get hot if you could start a fire. I don't know. Well, usually by the time it accumulates so much cat hair or dust and dies, it just stops. And I threw out one and my bug's fin died. I threw out one floor fan that died because it wouldn't go anymore. And what's weird, one day it will work. I get up, I turn it on. Then I got to take it apart, throw it in the recycling bin, and go buy another one. I bought this one online from, I forget which one, Ward's Stoneberry Country Door. But it's really, and when it gets, you will see me head to the mall when it gets like 90, because it's unlivable here. The biggest problem is during the summer in here, it gets to as high as 107, and we have weird weather here. 107 in Martinez in February, and I'm roasting, so I would go outside. But there's nowhere to go, particularly on the weekends. The buses run every 40, 50 minutes, an hour, and then you got to wait an hour for the bus. And I really can't stand unless there's some bus stop with seating. Can't. No, not yet. She's still waiting for them. Excuse me. She's still waiting for them to come in and replace her garbage disposal. There goes the screen. And what I want her to do when we get the California stimulus is the Terminix guy, he was fat and lazy. He would come in, spray the kitchen, that's it. And there's its gel you put it on the cabinets, all the cabinet doors. Behind the refrigerator, and you put it on the top of the stove, and the female roaches eat the stuff, and they die. And then when they go back to the nest, they die. Then the eggs hatch, and they die because they eat the female, and it's got the stuff in it, and then all the roaches die. That's how you kill them off. Dicotomous earth force sweeps in the bottom of the door, and they kill any bugs that come in, because some of the roaches may be coming in from the outside. If someone else has an infestation. Bathroom, he never did the bedroom, he never did the bedroom closet, so I want Workin to come in. I've talked to Workin, and they'll do the job. I don't know how much it costs, but they said they'd come in like 3 times, and by then the roaches should be gone. So, and she unboxed the blender, and she asked me, "What did you get, King Kong's blender? This thing is huge." And it was heavy. I said, "Well, you wanted the blender. Now you're bitching. Not free $80 blender," and she's complaining. It'll cost me $100. But the glass cover, why do you get the glass cover? I said, I can't stand all that noise. You press the blender. So I said, you have a quiet blender, and it came with its own cup for smoothies, and I didn't think about it. So now, and Red Robin went El Cheapo. Horrible banana flavored crap, and they taste what you'd think. They're horrible. So she can make her own milkshakes too. So anyway, And I had Cyber Ghost, and you can donate, send checks, money orders, gift cards to me. And I really want to thank the pickle for my iPhone. It's really great, and it saved me minimum of 129, maximum of about 250. Whoops. I can all the laundry out of here, and the hallway will be cleaned out, the living room laundry will be cleaned out, and the hallway in the back, and I'm going to get all the boxes out of here and walk in here. Because when I had the Pfizer vaccine and the kidney thing, I got sick, and I have sheets that need to be washed. So there's Fuzzy. Fuzzy! Baby cat. Oh, I picked up Tiny One tonight, thinking she would let me pet her, and she started wiggling. I scratched her head. And weird as Chatacabra, he picks her up, and she nuzzles him, and she loves him. But if I pick her up, the man who feeds her, or the other man who feeds her, because he feeds her too. Oh, no, you can't pick me up. But when I was feeding her, over all the way from about 6 feet away and came over for full pet. I got to scratch her head, I got to pet her whole body, and she came. I said, come here. That's the first time. So, we ordered a SD card for Kathy's Switch from Best Buy. That's been shipped out. So she can save her game. She's got to return. I wonder about the quality control of the Nintendo Switch. She's now had 3. This one she's got to send back to Nintendo. Something's wrong with the controls. So she's going to save her game. She's got like one. And she got a little discouraged the other day. She said, I have a 98 level Pokemon. I said, well, before someone stole my Game Boy, I had a 100 level. Oh, she had a 98 level Charmeleon, Charizard, Charmander. I had a 100 level. He was kicking legendaries' butt. So that's discouraging. You had a 100 level. Well, I love Charizard and Charmander and Charmeleon. Even Pokemon that have water powers, he just would, I laugh at your water, and do his. I do miss that, but I notice when I play too much in the iPad, my hand hurts. So, by the way, the other can, I tried the other thing of Campbell's Chunky Soup. It was all natural or something, and there's no comparison between that and Progresso. They had big chunks of chicken that tasted like an eraser, bunch of noodles, and very little vegetables. Whereas you open a can of Progresso, you got chicken, you got noodles, you got carrots, celery. I don't know what else is in there, but you got vegetables. So 5 and the Progresso was $3.63. I wouldn't get to pay close to $4 for a can of soup. That's outrageous. I mean, it was okay, but it's also doesn't have the oomph that Progresso has. So I guess when the Progresso was on sale again, I'll have to buy this classic chicken noodle, white meat chicken. But there's some kind of stuff on here. Sodium, totally. Good Lord. My own soup. Grams of sodium. 74% of your daily requirement or daily value or something of sodium. calcium 50 milligrams, iron 1.6, potassium 920 milligrams, 20% of your requirement, saturated fat 10%, no trans, cholesterol 22, total carbs 20% and 36% protein. So I'm going to start make. Well, it's going to get too warm to make soup, but I may have to make soup or something in the crock pot, in the pot. So when I finally get the kitchen clean. So anyway, I for me to get chicken, but so much work to take the skin off, and I may just get boneless, skinless chicken. Some no skin. He's freezing to death, and he can't walk. So yeah, I'm gonna make a sandwich. Now I can't make lunch meat, but I can't eat lunch meat, but I do tuna. I don't put a lot in there. When I have to go get relish. Yeah, I would make my own. I love pickles. There goes Fluffy, and version that I had peanut butter and jelly on a bagel, and I ate some of this with the soup. I love my sourdough bread. Has no calcium in it, so it's safe. So, oh, by the way, Jacob Live, and there's Bror Frederick doing his live videos. Both these guys play slots. And both these guys love the one game where they seem to make a lot of money. Buffalo! That's one of the things I want to do if I go to a casino or go to Reno or Vegas. I want to play Buffalo. Sometimes they play Buffalo machines and they don't win jack, but a lot of times they hit. Jacob hit a $1,200 jackpot. That would pay my rent for. So my rent's cheap because they lowered my rent supposedly, but I still haven't heard from my county supervisor. I'm going to call housing. I got the number now. And all right, somebody say something. How many are in here? Let's see. There are 14 watching. They're watching me say absolutely nothing. I haven't looked at I bought a new jar of Best Foods. I didn't look for the calcium. When I went to Target. There goes Fluffy sneezing. So, Vegas is getting 400 new cases a day and has had 5 deaths in one day this week. So, I don't know why Patty wants to go there. Paul says it's not safe to go to Vegas. And on this is decadent, and everybody who lives there is decadent. And I tend to disagree. I lived there, and the people I knew, neighbors, people were carpenters, and my mother was a nurse. My father drank at that time, not heavily, but he would get drunk. But he wasn't decadent. I don't know what decadent is. Maybe opulent would be a better word for it. Whereas back then you had floor shows with showgirls, you had Sinatra, Green, and I don't know, I guess you might have Don Rickles and Dean I don't know who else, but major stars. But if you take the casinos away, you've got nothing. You had nothing left in 1968. Now you've got malls, the street experience with all these people dressed up and some not dressed very much. You're not allowed to be naked anymore. And there's things to do in Vegas. Soybean oil, water, whole eggs, egg yolks, vinegar, salt, lemon, sugar, calcium. Yeah, that's the problem. The calcium disodium. I have to stop doing my lemon pepper salt because it's got a whole bunch of calcium. I had no idea they use this stuff as a preservative. This is assuming it's quality in the first place. The bank upper. In order to have a quality call, we may record you. And I said, what if this is not a quality call and it's a really crappy call? You're assuming it's a quality experience. That remained to be seen till I actually talked to somebody. They could be terrible, like the guy at AppleCare, the jerk I talked to the other night. Other day, he wouldn't let me talk. And thought saying a pain in the ass, which is how I feel about Apple's iCloud, is obscene. It's not. You have a pain in your butt, there's nothing obscene about it. When I use the phrase pain in the ass, it means it's very difficult to use and I can't stand it. And it's really a way for Apple to make money off you. With their storage, which is why I have multiple portable hard drives. Oh, I didn't see you in there, and it's Pittsburgh with an H, please. As opposed to Pittsburgh, California, or Pittsburgh Landing in the Civil War, which had no H. And if you have no H, you can't spell Hellman's, or hell, or Hellboy, or hello, or aloha. H is very important. So, or Highlander. Highlander, where are highlands? What is a highland? The high part of a hill or a mountain? Lowlands are swamps, I guess. So, yes, Pittsburgh with an H, yeah. Because the city of Pittsburgh sued the federal government and won in the Supreme Court in 1820 to keep their H. Keep your hands the hell off our H. Geodesic survey or the mapping or geological people or something wanted to make all the cities named Pittsburgh the same. And Pittsburgh said, we are proud of the Pittsburgh. Not with a G alone, with the H. A burg. You don't pronounce the H, but it's there. I don't know why it has an H in there. Probably the Dutch influence or something. So it used to be important to folk when I grew up. And can't spell Honda without an H. Or Inashira. I don't know. No, that was, you can't spell Toho Productions, Toho Films in Japan without an H. I can't. There's a Pokemon named Hoo-Hoo. You can't spell without an H. Bag of holding. Paul and I were talking about a bag of holding today, and I said, "Hey, bag of holding." And I said, "You need a portable hole." You're damn right. Throw everything in the portable hole. Stick it in Kathy's stories. George Knapp. Hello. Welcome. I don't know if you're the real one or not, but welcome. I would like to meet George Knapp. And say, what was with that horrible Bob Lazar book that told nothing about Bob Lazar's life before he went to Area 51? There was So anyway, I don't know if it's my ulcer acting up or my stomach. Or I got a call Monday. I didn't do it today. I got a call and rearrange my get to my colonoscopy. I'm not looking forward to it. Well, the problem with Bob Lazar is the late Stanton Friedman didn't believe his quote unquote. I'm not criticizing qualifications. People didn't believe he went to MIT. People didn't believe he worked that he had a government job with or was associated with Los Alamos. But I was disappointed. You know, I was born here and I had parents and I went to high school and I went to school and it gives you a little background. And it's like he was one and you find out they have no history. You always see this in TV shows. And the detective finds out from his police buddy that the guy is in the witness protection program. Maybe they have witness protection programs for people involved with gray aliens. They give a whole new identity. Limited edition Game Boy Pokemon? Before it was lost. He did have a payroll stub from, I think it was ONI or something. I have other books up there. I don't know if I have any other books. I have books with George Knapp in them. I don't think I have any. I have a lot of Stanton. I have about 50 UFO books. So, there's a paper trails to you until. You see what I watched as a kid, Roy Rogers, you know. Oh, darn, Nellie Bell is broken down again, and we're out in the middle of nowhere, and here come the evil robbers. I always thought that, Dale Evans and Roy Rogers were very nice, but I always thought they were not the greatest. Because, well, they did a different kind of thing. Then I'm trying to think the Lone Ranger was different. You know, I'm a big Lone Ranger fan. Not John Hart, not Clinton Spilsbury, and not no guys who run around with tontos with a buzzard on their head. So, yeah, I believe it too. And of course, I know Bill Burns, and I know he believes it. So, I have that on my shelf. I have The Day After Roswell on my shelf, right next to They Knew Too Much About Flying Saucers. So, wrong. There we go. And the Donald Keogh books. And on my wish list out there is a NICAP shirt. I was a member of NICAP, so I'm going to get a NICAP shirt in the next couple months. In different colors. The NICAP symbol that says National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomenon. Wear my NICAP shirt. There's other things I'm going to buy too. It's just as I have money, I buy things for me. And, here's a book. Oh, I should get this off the floor. Oh, I can reach it. Not UFO. Oh, there's another book. How did it get on the floor in the first place? Oh, that's another book. Ghost of New England. I have about 20 Hans Holzer. I've been reading Hans Holzer since I was a kid. $23 for this book, new. FOB Detroit. The back is all dirty somehow. I'll clean that. Haven't read it yet. I'm rereading a D.S. Stang book on Patton. I've got 3 books coming in on Market Garden. I'm looking forward to them. Oh, I love kitties. Love kitty cats. I have 3 kitties. I just fed Mama Cat Kitten. Little girl were downstairs, so they got cat food. I fed Tiny One, Gray and Orangey, and 4 raccoons. But I had some apples that I bought in Target, and first 3 apples were rotting. I'm not sure about so I cut them up tonight, and these are very tart. I'm eating. So I will eat those this weekend. No, I don't. I don't look at Twitter much. So I have to go into my preference on Firefox and see what the password is, and then click on it and go into Twitter. I was sending all my videos to my Twitter page, but I haven't been on Twitter in a while. Hello. So, but George Knapp, KLAS, and he's my favorite and the only favorite weekend host. And speaking of kitties, here comes the baby. It is Baby Fuzzy. For those who have not seen Baby Fuzzy, here is Baby Fuzzy. Ow! And there's Baby Fuzzy digging her claw to my shoulder. Baby Fuzzy, Baby Fuzzy. Easy with the claw, easy with the claw. Ow, 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 ow. I gotta find the nail clippers. Here's my baby. Baby Fuzzy. Baby Fuzzy. Baby Fuzzy. Hey, 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 calm down. I haven't held you all day. She sleeps next to me at night, and little girl sleeps next to me at night. She's my baby. 3 cats. Little girl is all black. Fluffy is black and white. He's the male. Okay. And she hates having her claws clipped, and she digs them into me or jumps up in the bed, and I go, ow! So, I used to watch Las Vegas TV. I used to watch Howard Hughes' television station and his late night movies. He bought the station so he could watch westerns or something. And Paul was telling me they found a vault. Howard Hughes had a original print of the front page from 1932 or 31. They found all kinds of, it's the film school at University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Paul didn't know that the UNLV is for Nevada. And they found all these old films that Hughes had in a vault somewhere after he died. So, first I'd heard of a vault, though. Maybe there's another vault with all the paranormal stuff that we never hear about. Or outtakes from This Island Earth with Faith Demerg, who Hughes discovered when she was, I think, 14 or something. Excuse me for burping. This Snapple makes me burp. But, wonder if Howard Hughes had any ties to Area 51. He is Hughes, for the company name. He had subsidiaries, and they definitely had defense contracts, so he was into the defense industry. And of course, the Spruce Goose. And I think they may have built the Glomar Explorer too, but I'm not certain about that. Hughes Electronics, Hughes Satellites. Hughes was in a lot of stuff. But his fame, he got it. I think his father developed an oil drilling bit. And when his father died, he had a conservator, guardian, and they were screwing him out of his royalties. And he went to court and fought it and got control of Hughes Tool, and that's how he became a multimillionaire and billionaire. So, but I think that Hughes's multiple air crashes did something to his mind. Particularly the one he did when he was testing a fighter jet and crashed into, I believe, Beverly Hills, and he was in the hospital for weeks, if not months. He got paranoid. Maybe kind of like today when Harrison Ford crashes his plane. If you see Harrison Ford in a plane, leave the area immediately. So, some real Turkey, the Conqueror sat on jet pilot till it was obsolete. Did The Outlaw, that was famous film with Gene Russell. And ran RKO, and some say RKO into the ground. Took over TWA. I loved flying on TWA. TWA was wonderful. Great airline, great people. I miss Trans World Airlines. So George Knapp does great shows. The Skinwalker Ranch, he's big on helping the wild horses. The Bureau of the Department of Interior, whoever runs that program, they're selling the horses off for dog food. Terrible. Our wild horse, if they wish, free of depredation. So, Batman balloon photos. No, I haven't. I've been, okay, I methylated C's candy with the same side effects from the Pfizer vaccine as I have. So since February, I've gone to periods where I've been in bed, sick. So I've not been up to what, and then my stomach caused me problems. My ulcer came back. I got to talk to my doctor about that. Paul thinks I'd asked her to get me a scooter. But I will come up with the money, and it'll probably take me about a year to buy the air-conditioned AM/FM USB ODN port, headlight, taillight, windshield wiper, and closed doors electric rechargeable scooter with solar panel, and go 30 miles, 15-mile grade, and 30-mile range. So do my videos in my scooter. Yeah. They are saying drugs and that, and he had a heart attack. I never heard of rapper DMX, so I don't know who he was, but he's 50 years old. I'm sorry he's gone for his family and all of that, but who knows what people are getting. But the stories I heard initially is he had a drug overdose, and then he had a heart attack. Oops. Okay, hold on. How the hell am I gonna do that and not? Let me see something. No, I can't highlight that. I don't think. I know you work for Channel 8. All right, I'm gonna put that on my screen. That won't go over. Oh, there it goes. It went. All right, I'm going to write George Knapp an email and see if it's really him. Or Monday I will call the station. Of country singers and artists and actors and actresses die after getting the vaccine or die after getting corona. I don't know how many the vaccine and died recently. Not many. More so, a lot of fairly famous people have died from the coronavirus. Any channels you should avoid? Oh, there's channels I see stuff pop up, and there's a lot of slot videos I don't care for. I only like Neely and this other guy, Bror, Fredrik. He's a professional photographer. He does videos on gambling and slots and what Vegas is like. I love also a lot of kitty videos I watch, a lot of financial videos. Stephen Gardner, Meet Kevin, Blind to Billionaire. Meet Kevin is a multi-millionaire at 27. He owns like 7,000 houses or something. I'm being facetious, but I watch his videos. But there's also some terrible videos. Oh, there's a guy who does videos on how to buy cars. I can't remember his name, but he's very good. He's a former car salesman. He warns you what to do when you go to a dealership. And the other guy, I more so look at guys I like. All You Can Vegas. Guy goes to buffets. He fish and chips. $18.95 for fish and chips. Then separately you get lobster tail. I never saw a breaded lobster tail or fried lobster tail before. Shrimp and all that. $18.95 is okay. And they go to all these restaurants with his fiance now, and I watch Arms Family Homestead, a guy in Oklahoma. He's an Oklahoma state trooper, and the adventures of him and his semi-deranged goat, and the deer and his dogs, and fighting off wild boar. They come onto the property, did a whole thing about fencing the wild boar with electric fences and all that. Well, you know what? Gambling is something that people do for recreation. My parents went and gambled. My dad gambled. He was not very good at it, but that's because he was drinking while he was gambling. I go to the casino, $50. That's my limit. If I lose it, okay, I've lost $50. But I make money off the buffet. When I've gone to Reno and Vegas, when I lived in Vegas, they lose money on the buffet on me, and all you can eat. And probably why my kidney and stomach are ruined today. But Kathy loves the buffet. But I was pretty roulette, and there's certain areas of the casino, if you have a slot machine that faces a bathroom, don't play it. If you have a slot machine that faces a restaurant, don't play it because they're tight machines. And I would like to drink Baccarat one day. So, I don't know. And then there was a fake guy from the Evil Sewer Bab who said he was going to fund me to go San Diego. He wanted me to be a card counter. I'm going to pay your way, and then I'm going to fly you down to Vegas. Then it was San Diego, and then he wanted to buy me new clothes and all this stuff, and it was all total garbage. I called him on it, and he got furious. When you call trolls on it, they get furious. And I got the new guy. I'm going to pay for a trip to Vegas. I'm going to get you an electric scooter for rent. I'm going to get you a hotel room. I said, okay, you want me to go? I'll go the 1st of May. Then he said, I want to go with you in September. I said, no. It's 104 degrees in September in Vegas. I can't handle the heat, which is why I need the scooter if I do live videos on the strip, because I can't walk in 104 heat because I'll keel over because I have asthma. No, he wasn't on this channel. He was sending me emails. No. Sewer Gab is my very sarcastic name for an evil site that used to be called Belgab. They were devoted to Art Bell, the late Art Bell. Art Bell still lives. And they are a troll site. And a lot of the trolls that come in and attack me come from that site, another one called Elgab. So I tend not to mention their names. But this is another scheme, like the fake, we're going to give you $2,000 a month to do your own podcast. That was a fake scheme at the time of the first Alien Con. No, in our hearts and minds. It's figurative. It's not literal. But I have some other Art Bell items I'm going to get for my Art Bell and Coach. What's that? It's George Norrie. He died and I had him stuffed. Yeah. So, I loved Art Bell, and I Rush Limbaugh. There's nobody to replace him either. So, irreplaceable people in broadcasting. There's Fluffy, drinking water like mad. And Fluffy is hard to catch. He's got super speed. He also sits just out of arm's length, kisses and petting. And he zooms by me, and he does the beep beep. Yes, fluff fluff. Baby boy, yes. After the video, I will feed you. My food. I want my wet food. Yes, Mr. Mouse. The #1 mouse in the world? Yes. Fluffy. Baby boy. My boy? Yes. He has the most whitest whiskers I've ever seen on a cat. Huge whiskers. I think he gets like 52 channels on his whiskers. So, anyway. But, if you live in Las Vegas, which we did for 2 years, you go to the casino first to cool off. Why use your air conditioner? You drive the casino. Back then it was free parking. They should get rid of this paying for parking garbage. They're already hitting you with resort fees and fees for the internet when you're not in the lobby in your room, and fees for this and fees for that, and fees for the bar in your room, and fees for the refrigerator bar. Here is Fluffy. Fluffy, 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 Fluffy. Baby boy. Baby boy. Yes. Fluffy, Little Girl, and Fuzzy were born in my building. They're going on into their 21st year. Yeah, well, we won't, it depends on who the woman is. It could be some showgirl. Could be someone of ill repute. I never understood that ill repute business because they're women and they should be treated with some modicum of respect. You have stuff in your tail, Mr. Mel. This is my baby boy. He came into the apartment 15 years ago, ate dry cat food, and went to sleep. Yeah, you, Mr. Mel, yes. The famous H. Fluffington Fluffington with the patented tail. Yes. The tail. He gets burrs and I don't know what they are. They look like wheat or something stuck in his tail. And someone's little girl. Hey, baby, baby. And he will, when I come home from grocery shopping and go up the stairs, he will wait for me at the stairs for pets. Yeah. You, Mr. Mouse. Yes. Oh, that's cute. Yes. Little Girl is all black. That's and she's very gentle and sweet. Fuzzy is very gentle and sweet. Hey. You. Yes, #1 mouse. #1 mouse. Yes, you are. Yes. Fluffy always used to visit all the apartments in the building. All 58 apartments. He would go up and go to people's houses and Look at them. You got any food? And we go to sleep. So people like Fluffy. They all know Fluffy in the building, except the new people. I love holding him because it's so hard to catch. But he will come up to me and want petting. He likes petting in the window. He's in the window in the bedroom. Okay. There you go. So yeah, I love black kitties, and I've had 2 baby mouse, little cat, and sneezing. He's got a respiratory infection. That's why I'm putting money on the secured cards. I get him to the vet. I just haven't had the money. Yeah, I know, Mal. They picked it up from somebody or something. I don't know where, but I feel guilty. But as soon as I get the money, I will. My AdSense revenue, I'll put that on the card too, so I can get Fluffy to the vet. Then I got to take not Tiny one. I got to take Fuzzy and Little Girl to the vet. They've all pick it up from each other. He and Little Girl go out all the time. Fuzzy tends to not. She likes to sit on the balcony. Excuse me. I don't know, it's my sinuses or allergies. This side of my throat has been sore all week and I keep losing my voice. I haven't had any hot tea. So, anyhow, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to have some soup and take my nightly nap after I wash the cat bowls out and feed the cats. I need my nap at night, and it's getting to be on, what is it now? Oh, 11 o'clock, good Lord. I don't know if I'm going to go out tomorrow or not, but I don't want to have what happened last night where my knees were on fire at 3, woke on me. I think maybe if I know if I walk too much, my knees, I have had spikes of pain in my ankle today, which hurt. And Paul says that the Moderna has side effects like that too. You start getting sharp stabbing pains in your feet and hands. So I'm going to get done with this one. Thank you for coming in. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great night. If you're really George Knapp, thank you for coming in. I post videos of George Knapp on the guy from Pittsburgh Paranormal News Forum, Art Bell, John B. Wells, who's the other guy I loved on the weekends. I don't like Dave Schroeder. I don't like Ian Punnett. I don't like the decaying radio station. Connie Willis or something. I don't like those people at all on the weekend. So there's a guy who does paranormal videos, podcast, Martin Willis. There's another guy doing it. And people keep sending me this other guy. I can't remember his name either. But I have watched some paranormal guys. I'm a friend of Jim Harold and the other Jim, whose name escaped. They do paranormal podcasts. So, okay, that's it for this one. I need to lie down. Have a great night. Stay wet, warm, dry, or cool. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Stay cool, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.